Hey there, welcome back. My name is Katie if you're new to my channel, and this is Louisiana Cooking and Living, and today is Memorial Day and we are making some, I think I'm going to call them Memphis Twinkies instead of a Texas Twinkie. A Texas Twinkie is like a jalapeno popper, but in the filling they put brisket in there, but we are using pulled pork today, and so I'm thinking we're going to call these Memphis Twinkies. And so my jalapenos on my plants are not big enough yet to harvest. They're kind of a normal size, but look at these ginormous peppers, these jalapenos I found at Rouse's Market here. And it was, we found quite a few of them that were like this big. These are huge. So we're using these today, and we're just gonna go ahead and get started because this is gonna go quick. We're gonna use a cooling rack. These are gonna go on the smoker. And I think what I'm gonna do is, let me get a smaller knife. All right. My husband asked me if I wanted me to slice these in half and then just stuff halves. He said leave them whole. So I think I'm gonna do like a slit and maybe another little slit to the side and just pull this little strip out so I can get in there and pull the seeds out and to be able to stuff them. I'm gonna do a little bit larger of a hole here. I'm gonna make sure we're not breaking this. Let me grab a spoon maybe. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna devein and de-seed these, and we'll get through all these peppers, and then we'll make our filling. I'm not too worried about pulling necessarily all of it out because my family is good with spicy, but we're just gonna get the most of it out. I have this little crab fork. I'm trying to get some of this out, but I don't want to break my pepper. Oh, that works really good. All right. All right, so this is what we're working with. We got a little cavity here that we can stuff, and we're just gonna get all these done, and then we'll come back and get the filling going. All right, I got all my peppers done, and I'm not gonna throw these scraps away. I am putting stuff in the freezer to make my salsas. I have a tomatillo salsa that I love. I can leave a card. It's a roasted salsa. And my tomatillos are coming in hard right now, and so I've been roasting them and putting them in the freezer so I get enough to make my salsa. So I'm gonna save these scraps to go in those. I was also thinking as I was scooping these out with my spoon that if you had a grapefruit spoon, that would work perfect with this because it'd be serrated. And if you don't like spicy, a poblano pepper would work great for this also. I've done that with brisket before. I think it could have been an Anaheim pepper or a poblano pepper, but those are less spicy than a jalapeno kind of pepper. All right, in our bowl here, we're gonna put a block of softened cream cheese. I've heard somebody say that the cream cheese people need to come up with a different system here. It's so difficult to get these open. Little pull tab thingy on them, something different. To this, we're gonna add some garlic. I just have some freeze-dried garlic powder here. You can use fresh garlic, you can use just granulated garlic from the store. We're gonna add, I'm gonna say a good teaspoon in there. I'm gonna add some salt. Now this Red Robin Real salt is more salty, if that makes sense, than our typical table salt. So I'm gonna add about a half a teaspoon in there. Oh yeah, that's pretty soft. Okay, to this we're gonna add some cheddar cheese. we're gonna say about a half a cup of shredded cheddar cheese. Just mixing as we go and seeing if we need to add more. And now we're gonna add our pulled pork. My husband smoked up some pork roast this past weekend. Today we're smoking brisket and ribs for Memorial Day. So what are y'all having for Memorial Day today? Hopefully y'all are getting together with your family, having some good food. I'm just gonna finish shredding this up. We didn't quite shred all of it and add barbecue to all of it. So I'm shredding this up. I didn't want to put the barbecue in here, but you definitely could. All right, I'm gonna give this a stir and see if we need to add any more. All right, so I'm gonna say that was about a half a cup of meat. Again, if you wanted to do the brisket in here, you could even do some ground meat. You can just chop up some bacon bits. But like I said, we're making Memphis Twinkies today, so we're using that pulled pork. And I think that looks like enough. So we're gonna go ahead and stuff our peppers now. And then we'll wrap them in bacon. So you want to stuff it in there really good, get it up into the stem area that you didn't really cut all the way up, you know, fill up all the nooks and crannies. I may just end up using my bare hands here. It's for my family, it'll be okay. You want to make sure it's good and stuffed. All right, now we're gonna take a piece of bacon and we'll wrap that around. I guess we're gonna take 2 pieces of bacon. I did not get a thick cut bacon because I wanted to make sure it rendered down really good. All right, and we're just gonna lay this on our cooling rack. And we don't need toothpicks or anything because it's just gonna sit there. We're not gonna move them. And so they will stay wrapped. If you're doing it on a grill and you needed to maybe turn it, I would maybe secure that bacon with some toothpicks. Make sure I get some pork in this one because I don't think I had it in my first scoop. All right, we're gonna wrap our bacon here. And again, we'll set it on our cooling rack. We'll get all these stuff together and then we'll move out to the smoker. All right, we'll put them in here in the smoker. We have some ribs going. He's doing some burger patties to bring out of town with him. We've already got the brisket done and resting. And we have this at 180 degrees right now. And we're using mesquite pellets in there. And here is our brisket resting. All right, so here they are. Here are our, we're gonna call Memphis Twinkies instead of our Texas Twinkies, because we have the pulled pork in there, we have the cream cheese, the cheddar cheese, garlic. I'm not gonna bite into one of these now because they're piping hot, just came off the smoker, and we are serving this with our meal today for Memorial Day. So I hope y'all have had a good Memorial Day also, and spent time with your family, and we hope to see you again soon. If you haven't subscribed, we ask that you hit subscribe and follow along with us as we do all kinds of cooking and garden and all kinds of things in Louisiana. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.